Well, look who molted today. I knew this was coming, because if this one denies food, it's about to molt. Let's try to disturb this tea as little as possible. I'm just trying to remove the molt and some webbing. Okay, okay. Alright. I'll get that later. There we go. Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, green bottle blue. Just molted today. Or last night. I don't know which. But this is my favorite tarantula in my collection. It is a native of Paraguay Peninsula in Venezuela. It is considered a semi-arboreal tarantula, which means sometimes they like to be high up off the ground and sometimes they like to be down at the bottom. My particular specimen is definitely a display tarantula. He or she definitely prefers to be high up on top of this piece of wood here. Most of the time this is where this tea stays, on top of this wood right here. And they web like crazy. This is one of the tarantulas that webs more than any tea I've seen. They are skittish, not recommended for handling. They are hair flicky, and they eat like pigs. So if you stick your finger in there, they're probably going to think it's a superworm and take a bite. So obviously, since this one just molted, I'm not going to feed this one in this video. They prefer well, besides the fact that they're great eaters, as a result of that, they also are fast growers. This particular tea comes from a drier side of Venezuela, a dry climate. The Salmopoeis armenia comes from the wetter side. This one comes from the drier side, so they really prefer to be in a dry enclosure. So what I do is just fill up this water dish here, which is what I'm going to do right now. There you go. It's good. That's all you need for this particular tea. Very easy to care for. So they get up to be about 6 inches in leg span. So I'm going to get this molt out. And hopefully I'll be able to sex it. There's the molt. And there went my lampshade. Luckily it didn't land on the tarantula. It's really hard to get the lighting just right in here. Tell you what, I'll fool with that later. As you can see, it now has its full-blown adult colors. The carapace is now fully green. I mean, you don't get much prettier than this. Once the tarantula fully hardens, the legs will be a gorgeous, vibrant blue. Carapace is green, abdomen is orange. I mean, seriously, you can't get much prettier than that. After the P. metallica, this one's probably, in my opinion, the most beautiful tarantula. Well, that's just my opinion. But, yeah, it's very fragile, so I'm going to very carefully move it to move its legs out of the way so I can close up the enclosure and just let her be. So, there's an update. Isn't she beautiful? I mean, this light does her no justice whatsoever. No justice. Alright, there's an update, and in a week or so I'll be able to feed her, and I'm pretty sure she's going to attack the prey with gusto like she always does. She's definitely going to be hungry because she hasn't eaten in a couple of weeks. Alright, the next tea I will feature will be the Chromatopelma rosea. Thanks, guys.